Aloha y'all, Daniel Aaron here. Guide to Vibrant Living, back with part 3 of the Brave Heart story. Remember the question that started the story? By the way, if you didn't watch parts 1 and 2, this is not going to really work for you very well. I recommend you go back and watch parts 1 and 2. And do you remember the question I asked you at the very beginning? Have you ever had one of those heartgasm, blow you open sort of moments where you experience so much love, life is forever changed? Well, we're getting to the one that I experienced. First, though, where we left off is I was in that Om meditation that morning. I was doing my best again to work with the coaching I was receiving to really access that power, as Lucy spoke of it, to really get out that negativity. And somehow the energetic effect of me trying to play Braveheart for those couple of days, combined with, who knows, all of the factors that went into it, the loving persistence of the staff, my ability to stay with it even though I was incredibly uncomfortable and resistant. Nonetheless, all of those combined to overcome my resistance, and something happened that I can only describe as a massive wave of energy came through me and came out of me, and the quality, the sound, the energy of my yelling, screaming was radically different. Radically different. And I was like, whew. It was such a rush. It was like something had just released that had been stored or blocked for years, which is actually what happened. In any case, I experienced, I can't say that it was fun or enjoyable in that moment, because we were right in the middle of that negativity stuff. That's hard. And there was also something so freeing about it that it was pleasant at the same time it was painful. And when we went on from there into the other 13 stages, each of them, it was like I was a different being, I was in a different world. When we got to, I think it's the 13th stage, is basically simple sitting meditation. And the instructions, I later went on and did the Om facilitator training. The instructions that we are meant to say as facilitators is simply sit still and enjoy being, or something very close to that. And I'd been meditating for a few years at this point in my life, mostly Zen meditation, and I knew that it was working. I was less reactive in my life, and the spiritual discipline of it was good for me. But even in that meditation, I had not experienced like some of these promises that I'd heard about the bliss that comes in meditation. I was like, not really blissful. It's mostly hard. It's my mind going around and around and around, and me, trying to find a little tiny space in it. Well, this day, mind you, this is 4 hours into a very physically demanding and emotionally exhausting process. I'm covered in sweat. I sit down on the floor on a cushion, close my eyes, and do my best to simply sit and enjoy doing nothing. And y'all, what I experienced in that moment was like waves of bliss, right? There's that saying from yoga, Hindu scripture that says Satchitananda, right? Which means the truth of the mind, or the truth of the mind stuff, is bliss. Or another way of saying it is, bliss is our nature. We miss it a lot of the time because of the stuff that's in the way, the chitter chatter, right? The repressed emotions, the worries, the contractions. So many ways we can miss that natural state. What I experienced that day, though, was so euphoric, so blissful. And it was very much clear to me in that moment that what I was experiencing was what you could call oneness, that I was connected with everybody there in that room and in the world. There was nothing that separated us. It changed my life forever and changed the trajectory of the rest of my time at that center. So I share all of that with you in hopes that, well, one, it's entertaining, or 2, innocuous, not harmful, and 3, that maybe you can relate to it in some way. Maybe it inspires you. Maybe it reminds you of something that you have felt like that. Maybe it reminds you of the true essence of who you are, which is that bliss. In any case, y'all, thank you for being interested in, devoted to the art of vibrant living. Thank you for tuning into this. And if you did find it interesting or useful, please pass it on. Share, like, subscribe. Let's together get more vibrancy in the world. All right, y'all. Aloha.